Now in the previous tutorial, we went over how to connect your camera to the iCast Mini, and now we're going to move on to the next step, which is how to do auto tracking with the iCast Mini. So our camera's connected, and all we need to do now is turn on tracking. So we can either turn it on here at this tracking selector on the auto tracking menu, or more conveniently from the home screen. So let's go ahead and turn on tracking. All right, so now tracking is on, and as you can see, I'm moving on my set and the camera is following me. So first I have this page here that has my figure size. You can have a full shot. And this is going to be a full body shot. So I'm going to show all of my scene here. So if I'm in a classroom doing a presentation, I have a whiteboard over here and I could wheel that in. I have a podium here. So maybe if we're at the podium, we're going to want to do more of a half body shot, let's say. Or maybe we want a close-up, so we'll press close-up. All right, as easy as that. So next we have a selector here. So if we have more than one person on our set or on our stage, we could use this selector icon to go left or right, and then when we have the person that we want to track selected, we hit the select button. So now we have these settings for the placement. So we can do left, center, or right. So right now I have it on center. And let's say I wanted to bring in a PIP. So I would go ahead and press left, or I can press right. So then I'll go ahead and select on the PIP mode, PIP with the presenter as the priority. And now there's my PIP. I'm doing a presentation about all the different workflows we can do with our auto tracking cameras. And I also have this other option, which is the PIP as the priority. So I have the priority as my slide. I also have these auto tracking speed settings. So I have mid, fast, and slow. So currently I'm on mid, and I can go to slow. So now as I move on my set, the camera will slowly follow me. And if a presenter is not doing an awful lot of movement, then this is a great option. All right, and then in the auto tracking settings themselves, we have auto zoom could be turned on or off. So what this does is it will zoom in and out to reframe me. So right now I have it set on a close-up. Let's go ahead and go to a half body shot. So then if I turn off auto zoom, now when I move closer to the camera, it's not going to zoom out to try and bring me closer to a half body shot or a wide shot or a close-up. And this might be preferable for some users because they don't want the camera always zooming in and out to reframe. And then auto tilt will not move the camera up and down, it'll stay fixed. And then there is tracking preset position. So right now I have it set on preset 1 for when it starts tracking. So it'll go to whatever you set preset 1, as it'll go to that preset for tracking. And then the other option is to choose current position. So wherever you have the camera currently pointed, that's where it'll start tracking position. The detected indicator will be the green box that will appear when you have multiple subjects. And usually on one person, the box will not come on. It'll automatically start tracking that one individual you have on set. But if you have multiple individuals on stage and you want to make sure you see that green box so you can select the proper person, you can turn that detected indicator on. On the default, it'll go off as soon as the person that you have selected is locked in, then it'll immediately turn off. And then we have the OSD reminder. And that will let you know when tracking starts in the upper left corner of the screen. There'll be a tracking indicator text. You want that off when you do any kind of live stream. Here under camera, we can set our presets. So this is pretty much what I have preset 1 as. So we're going to go ahead and store this as preset 1. And then now we see that there is a thumbnail populated. So I know what preset 1 is when it points. And then now for preset 2, let's say I want to move it over to the whiteboard. When I'm going to go present in front of the whiteboard, now that's preset 2. You can go ahead and repeat this for preset 3 and 4. Now for PIP, here we can move the PIP window. We could increase the size and we can move it up down, left, or right.